ORP is for the
instructors.
So what they did was they took the Arctic tents.
I'm definitely not picking it up.
Track, yeah, so the track plan being going in this way, or depending on which way the enemy is coming from, or ideally if they're coming this way,
we would just transfer this to this, send it to the reg. And then what this also allowed us to do.
And they can't see you, but they're seeing you in the spectrum, and they know you're going out inboard of this track.
They would be in this track, so there'd be like a tent maybe right in here.
Okay.
But anytime you traverse through this position, you're always on this track, and there may be at your B tree.
And the outside looks like no, your observation if anybody's coming is doing.
So this way, if somebody's walking by, there's random tracks out here.
Like it's a pretty good. I recommend at least just trying. Yeah. Especially if you guys been out a while because they're steep.
Yeah. Tail off in southern Philippines. Or,
oh, this is better.
Freeze out. Yeah.
that's not when you. That's not when you want to have your own. You don't want gunny taking.
Private probably. So I don't think they have to.
Like count cars coming down a road that were turning, so they weren't worried about like the long stretch or like the road that was actually being turned onto. They were.
You guys weren't actually looking to say anything. I gave this whole speech about safe, effective training in a particular way that allows us to get in certain information that we can't with other sources, right? So that's how I think about it. That's how you think about it. But they kind of go to setting up. So I'm of course, and everybody wants to know about the hospital. They're all scared of the hospital. So that's all.
My name is Staff Sergeant Sherry. I'm a team leader with 3rd Reconnaissance Battalion, Alpha Company, 3rd Platoon. And right now we're just out here trying to integrate with the Japanese Intel Platoon in order to create ORPs and OPs, what best link-up plan we can do for them in our pair operations later in the future. The flat terrain, probably. What we're used to is mountainous terrain in Bridgeport, and it's a lot flatter here, so it's a lot more difficult to ski through this type of wooded environment versus the mountains where it's open. I think it's great for the Marines to figure out what it's like to be cold and how to survive in this kind of environment, because fighting in this environment as opposed to the desert has its own challenges, like making water and keeping your clothes dry is an essential task to learn.
My name is Captain Chris Mallon. I am a platoon commander for 3rd Reconnaissance Battalion. The training we're conducting is cold weather familiarization, ski training, OP and ORP construction. So we are developing some new platoon SOPs to be able to sustain for upwards of 72 to 96 hours without a resupply. The first concern and really the major issue that we have is body temperature regulation. With the movements that we're doing and the weight that we're carrying, it's very easy to get very hot very quickly. And then once we stop moving, the sun goes down, the temperature plummets, and it's easy to get cold quick. So using the proper layers and down dressing and up dressing when needed has been the #1 problem. The best part about coming out here is it's a completely different environment that we've never been exposed to before. Coming from Okinawa, a tropical island, and moving through the jungle, this environment brings a completely different perspective and changes our SOPs when it comes to survivability. So that's been really the most positive experience, especially with working with our Japanese counterparts and learning what their standard operating procedures are to be able to survive in this area.